And we are here live at beautiful San Diego High School in Corona, California. Mason Jandra and Bradford Evans on the call with you today. It's game one of a three-game series between the SoCal Bombers and the Riverside Bulldogs. Both teams are in the Inland Empire. The two Inland Empire teams in the Sccbl. Mason, what are you looking forward to in this matchup?
For the Riverside Bulldogs to get a win. I mean, they're due for a win. We haven't gotten one.
They're 2-12 here.
2-12 and been struggling. Kind of got some bad luck last game at Cal Pomona when the sprinklers turned on.
The sprinklers turning off, yeah, that was unfortunate.
They had a rally going, the sprinklers turned on, and the game ended. So let's see if they can start something here against the Bombers in this three-game set.
And we apologize for getting on late here. It's in the middle of the top of the first inning here. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties here getting things done, but we are up live and amplified here all around the world. So if you're checking in, just go ahead and give that YouTube video a like and subscribe to the channel, my channel, Bradford Evans, and you won't miss another Sccbl baseball game. So, Mason, keep us up to speed here. What has happened so far in the top of the first inning?
So the Bombers started off with Chris Palmer. He grounded out the shortstop for an out. Ryan Knowles was then up, shortstop from the Bombers. He singled, stole second base, and Connor Shepard doubled him in. So now in the first inning, there are 2 outs. Bombers are up 1-0. Ryan Doherty is on the mound for the Riverside Bulldogs, and to be honest, the Bombers have had a lot of very long at-bats. Jimmy Smith, who was the third batter for the Bombers, had probably about a 12-pitch at-bat against Doherty, which is
not a very good
ideal
thing, Mason, because we're talking about it off-air here. The Riverside Bulldogs have only 2 subs today. It is Thursday, a very difficult game for some of these guys to get in, as there's a hit over to center field. Going to drive a run in there, so that's
2 runs.
2 runs and 2-0. So early problems for the Riverside Bulldogs once again, Mason. But last time these teams played, it was a shootout. It went 18-14 at La Sierra University, which is kind of an anomaly for the Riverside Bulldogs because the Bulldogs, they just can't get runs. Their bats aren't swinging, and the most runs they've had is 4 other than that. So it's very kind of different. So expect a lot of offense in this one from both teams, Mason.
Yeah, hopefully the Bulldogs can get off the schneid with their bats. They've been very stagnant. Some games maybe a couple runs here or there, some games not. As the ball gets past Ovina, and it looks like Cody White will take second base on the pass ball. And so he'll be at second now. But, yeah, I mean, the Bulldogs' bats, very stagnant, very inconsistent. But, man, when they get hot, they should have hit the ball. But it's very up and down, and it's been up and down all season.
And this Bombers team, their bats are always, they're bombing it out of the park. They're like the Bronx Bombers, Mason. They scored 11-5 in their last game against Arroyo Seco, and a team that beat the Riverside Bulldogs 18-4, absolutely tattooed them. But a few weeks ago, this Bomber team lost 26-3 to the Palm Springs Power. I mean, everybody seems to lose to them, but offense is their forte.
Power's lost 1 game all season, so I mean, you walk into Palm Springs, you got to play one hell of a baseball game.
And that heat hits you like a furnace.
Exactly. To beat that team, and the ball flies out there. As we see,
Ryan
Cody
Doherty
White
on the mound.
See Cody White getting a huge lead at second base. Doherty trying to keep an eye on him.
Doherty threw that wild pitch behind Joel Avina, and the runner advanced Cody White to second base. And that ball misses high for Doherty, and we're going to really need to have a good outing from Ryan Doherty just due to the lack of players today. There's only 2 people in the dugout that can play in this game, Mason, and this could be a long one if they don't get this under control and get out of the first inning quickly.
Yeah, it's tough. Doherty's already thrown 32 pitches here in the first inning, and like we said, Bombers have been battling all game long. So Doherty's got to get an out here.
It's 2 outs in the top of the first inning in a 2-0 game. And Jaron Laragusa's up to bat here. Jaron Laragusa, the center fielder from Biola University, and that's the illustrious Drew Knights. What future alma mater, he goes there, so I'm sure he knows Jaron Laragusa, and he's best friends with him.
I'm sure. Drew's best friends with everybody.
Yes, I would agree with that. As there's a strike inside delivered by Doherty.
Count is 3-2. 2 outs. 2-0 here at San Diego High School in Corona, California. Bulldogs behind the SoCal Bombers.
So Laragusa in a full count here. Runner on second base, and he goes on second to third with that big leadoff that you talked about. And kind of just jogged away as that one's fouled off.
I mean, it is summer ball, so I don't know if they necessarily have scouting reports, but Chase Sccbl isn't behind the plate, so maybe they're just thinking, you know, Joel Avina, a guy who doesn't get a lot of time behind there, let's take some bags. Let's run a lot.
Yeah, of course, Chase Sccbl, the catcher, the #1 catcher for the Riverside Bulldogs, is not here today. Neither is his brother Reed. Many players missing from this team. It'll be a very difficult trial for this team to deal with as the inning is over. And Ryan Doherty gets out. It's one half an inning. The Bombers lead 2-0 here. And we're just going to take a quick break. We'll be back momentarily. Don't go anywhere. And back here live, it's San Diego High School in Corona, California. It's a 2-0 game here. Bottom of the first inning. Anthony Villegas is on the mound for the SoCal Bombers, and batting first is Kyle Kayberry. After that, it'll be Aaron Halpert. Pearson Losk, who's missed the past couple games, will be on third. Max Mirkovich batting cleanup. Jesse Villalobos in the 5. Joel Avina batting 6th. Marcelo Arcos batting 7th. Kyle Coburn, the shortstop and the club player from University of Oregon, is batting 8th. Sam Neufeld, the Vanguard University product, will be batting 9th. So Kyle Kayberry had a nice triple before that game ended due to
RBI triple, yeah.
Yeah, RBI triple. They're really good play there by Kyle Kayberry on Sunday. And what do you expect Kyle Kayberry to do here leading off?
Well, Ryan Doherty threw 35 pitches in the first inning. We'll see if the Bulldogs take some pitches and get this guy tired in the first inning.
That one's a strike there. And it's a 1-1 count. Yeah, Kyle Kayberry, good leadoff man as he hits it into center field. Could be a base hit, but no, it's going to be caught by the center fielder there, Jaron Laragusa, who was up to bat last time, didn't get on. Showing a little bit of good fielding there as that one almost went over his head. 1 out, 2-0 game, bottom of the first inning. Due up now is Aaron Halpert. Aaron Halpert was not there at the Inland Valley Bucks game on Sunday, and it's good to have him back here. Halpert, good second baseman, plays at Cypress College, and takes the first pitch for a strike.
A little breezy here today.
Yeah, a little bit breezy that we're picking up. We're trying to alleviate those problems, but we'll see what we can do here. It sounds like thunder's coming through, you know.
2-1 is the count to Halpert here against Villegas.
Yeah, 2-1 count, as Mason said here. Big at bat for Aaron Halpert as Kyle Kayberry flew out to center field. Villegas delivers again. It's chopped up to Villegas. Aaron Halpert, routine grounder given to first base. 1-2, and 1-2-3 innings have been a huge problem for this team, Mason.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the offense has been really stagnant. We're due for a W, but you know, it's all about consistency with hitting, and you know, there's been a couple innings here or there where we get some hits, but like we said at Cal Poly Pomona, they had 5 double plays at Cal Poly Pomona. They had 6 innings where they had the leadoff guy on, and 5 times the group got into a double play. I mean, you can't win a lot of games when you do that. You gotta be able to do something. As Pearson Loska takes one on the arm for a hit by pitch.
Pearson Loska, who I was talking to Chris after that delay for first pitch during the game. He and I got to catch up, and he was saying that Pearson Loska is in fact the best hitter on this team. So maybe, I mean, it wasn't intentional by Villegas, but maybe a good idea to just get him off the bat or onto the bag there, as he can really swing the stick. Max Merkovich up, and he fouls it behind us into the infamous dirt hill. Rolls down and hits the gate. That's 1 strike, or 0-1 count with a runner on first base. So not a 1-2-3 inning here, Mason.
No, I mean, good job by Pearson Loska. His elbow in the way, so he's
And
stealing.
Pearson Loska goes to second base. It'll be a bang-bang play, and he is thrown out. So not much better than a 1-2-3 inning for the Riverside Bulldogs, as Pearson Loska gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar there. And we're going to head to the top of the second inning after this. And back here in San Diego High School in Corona, California, it's a 2-0 game in the top of the second inning here. Brandon Cody due up. Batting 7th in the lineup, the right fielder. Didn't see any action in the first inning of play, but Brandon Cody looking to get on here. Brandon Cody, also one of Drew Knight's best friends, goes to Biola University. And, I mean, these guys are really, really following after Drew Knight. But, you know, Drew elected to pick the better team in the Inland Empire here by signing on to the media team of the Riverside Bulldogs at the protest of all his best friends, Brandon Cody and Jaron Laragusa.
1-2 is the count to Brandon Cody.
And curveball by Doherty. Popped up over to first base. It could get on. Actually, no. Nice little play there by Pearson Loska at the last second. It was a little bit awkward there because both of those players, both Doherty and Loska, didn't know what to do there. And at the end, they figured it out. Nice underhand toss to first to get him out. 1 out in the top of the second inning.
Yeah,
and
nice
due up now.
Jam shot, bloop, ground ball to first base. Those are always the toughest because you got to have communication between the first baseman and the pitcher, but they were able to do it.
Due up now is Eric Mendez, the catcher. Westmont, he goes to Westmont, so he's up from Santa Barbara. Kind of a different change of weather if you're up in Santa Barbara versus Corona, California. As he pops that one up into shallow center field for K-Berry to get. Yep, K-Berry catches it. And 1-2, a little bit more smooth this inning, Mason.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Doherty is he pounded the zone last inning. They just fouled everything off, and that's why, I mean, they just had long at-bats, especially that 11-12 pitch at-bat with Jimmy Smith. So, you know, that's what happens when a team's battling. It's tough on a pitcher. You get tired. But this time he's still attacking the zone.
And we keep harping on it, but all of Drew's best friends are here on this Bomber team. Joey Magro, he says he actually knows this guy. playing at Biola University. He's an Inland Empire kid. As he hits that one into the ankle of Ryan Doherty, Doherty hustles over to get it to first, and he throws, he trips, doesn't get the ball there. A little bit of a blooper there. You'd see that on the not top 10 maybe, as he just kind of spills over. It wouldn't be a number 1 top 10, not top 10, but it might be in the top, like,
I was kind of
9 or 8.
surprised after he got hit in the ankle that he could run that fast. I mean, most guys get hit like that and they have a little stinger, but he must be fine. As Chris Joyce going out there to go talk to him.
Yeah, didn't feel nice hitting him on the ankle there.
I don't know, I've had that happen. It doesn't feel great to get a line drive back.
And maybe we'll get an epic performance to the level of Kurt Schilling's bloody sock game here if he stays in.
Maybe. Good analogy there.
Doherty, a tough customer, going to stay in. And Joel Avina, the catcher. Joel Avina and Chris Joyce just kind of talking with him with a runner on first now, Joey Magro. They go back up to Chris Palmer. Chris Palmer, second baseman. Going to be batting here, and that wind is really picking up, as you can tell here. Things are blowing over, and maybe a tornado will be coming through here soon. We hope not.
Typical afternoon in the Inland Empire. Always.
Yeah, all that wind really picks up around the afternoon,
always,
all over the Inland Empire. And Chris Palmer. First pitch goes as a ball. Pardon me, second pitch, 1-1 count. Doherty checks over to first base. Pitches a breaking ball, fouled off. High over to the right side, and that's out of the park. Maybe hits a car. No car alarm, so that's a good sign. And Doherty looking to get this inning over with.
Yeah, 1-2 here. You don't want anything too close. You want to get him to chase. Don't want to be around the strike zone here, 1-2.
And Chris Palmer, the runner, goes on second. It's chopped up. Aaron Halpert will get it, and he throws it over to first, but it's an error there. A poor throw by Pearson Loska. And the umpire calls timeout. He says just advance.
The ball goes into the dugout, so that means that both runners get to advance. So
a kind of unfortunate play there.
Yeah, Palmer will go to second on that error. Aaron throw, and Magro will go to third base. And now second and third with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Or 2 outs, pardon me. 2 outs here in the second inning. And Doherty here in some struggle. And now Ryan Knowles will be up. He singled, stole a base, and scored a run his first time. So let's see what Ryan Knowles can do here against Doherty. And runners maybe open this game back up.
Runners on second and third, 2 outs, 2-0 game here. Doherty throws a fastball. Low fastball, and Ryan Knowles takes that pitch. And on deck is Jimmy Smith. Doherty once again from the stretch. Throws a fastball high. It's going to be in the left center gap. Will one get it? Yes, it's a shallow play. Good play there by Kyle Coburn to come down with that one. It was an over-the-shoulder catch. A terrific play there to end the inning.
Yeah, great play there. Just almost Willie Mays-like, but he makes the play. Great catch, and Doherty gets some help from his defense. 2-0 here, going in the bottom of the second inning. We'll be right back after this silence. Welcome back to Santiago High School here in Corona, California. Bombers lead Riverside Bulldogs 2-0 in the bottom of the second inning as Max Mirkovich will be up.
Yeah, due to the third batter, Pearson Loska, stealing, and he got thrown out easily there. We'll see what he can do here facing Anthony Villegas.
Villegas, 10 pitches in that first inning, so nothing really that crazy.
It's kind of a difficult thing to deal with Doherty throwing so many pitches versus Villegas only throwing 10. And if you recall back in the first inning, it was almost as bad as a 1-2-3 inning. As Pearson Loska was on first after he was hit by a pitch, but got caught stealing. So the pressure has not been alleviated from this Riverside Bulldogs team as they're down 2-0. And the first pitch goes in the ground. And there's a timeout by Max Mirkovich. Max Mirkovich, who was at the plate in the first inning, revisits it in the second. And Mirkovich DHing tonight. Usually plays over in right field. But that's Marcelo Arcos today. And there's a breaking ball, falls in the dirt for ball three, pardon me.
3-0 now. Villegas probably just going to throw this one right down the middle.
And that's exactly what he does there. Nice strike down the pipe.
3-1, and now Mirkovich, he's got to be ready for something here. Nice. Only one pitch, one zone here for Mirkovich. See what he can do with it.
That ball's in the dirt, and he'll take his base. So 2 runners have been walked so far by Villegas. No hits given in the top of the second inning in a 2-0 game. Villegas looks like he doesn't rely too heavily on velocity here, more a location pitcher.
Yeah, more off-speed, change-ups, curveballs. And now Jesse Villalobos will step up. The man who does it all is he's in left field tonight. I feel like he's in a different position every game.
He does not have one true position. He's a jack of all trades. And there's a pickoff move over to Mirkovich. Keeps the runner honest on first, Villegas. A lot of pitchers just kind of do that to keep their rhythm, right? They like to check over to first and make sure things are all right.
I don't want that guy to get too comfortable over there. So you pick off.
That ball misses high. A 1-0 count. And Villalobos. Nice breaking ball given in for a 1-1 count.
Yeah, there's that little slider curveball that he's got that he just throws over for a strike. Pitchers are always better when they can throw more than one pitch for a strike. And when you got that off-speed pitch working, I'm sure Villegas is very dangerous.
Villegas throws another breaking pitch into the dirt, and the runner advances to second, that being Max Mirkovich. Kind of was already going to steal there, but doesn't really have to hustle too much, just kind of jogs over there. And Villalobos still up. Villalobos was playing second base last time. He's been playing literally everywhere on the field, as we touched on earlier. And Villalobos' brother out here, he's at every game, Jacob Villalobos. And that ball goes in for strike 2. 1-2 count here. Runner on second base, 2-0 game, top or bottom of the second inning. And Villalobos, what does he do here down in the count?
He's got to battle. He's got to foul some pitches off, put a ball in play to the right side, advance the runner, just like that.
And he
fouls that one
swings
away.
at a low pitch, and it hits the top of the portables. Nice thud there.
Yeah, Villalobos being a lefty here, all he needs is just a nice pitch just to roll over to second base or first base, advance Mirkovich to third with only 1 out, and then anything scores him. Any ball in play scores him. So that's the job that Villalobos has got to do here as the pitch goes to him. And
there's a fastball there, just gets him bad there. That was a really nice pitch there by Villegas. We didn't think Villegas had a lot of velocity, but he showed it there. As there's 2 outs now.
Number 10, Joel Avina.
And Joel Avina, the catcher, is up. 1 out, pardon. Runner on second base. Max Mirkovich on second. Takes a big jump from second base, and that ball's in the dirt. 1-0 count.
Avina filling in for Sebi. Chase Sebi isn't here today.
Big shoes to fill there, Mason, as we touched on a little bit earlier. Chase Sebi, a very good defensive catcher. Avina takes a big swing there, goes down. 0-2 in the count. 1-1 in the count, pardon. and doesn't swing at that one. 2-1 count.
So we were just told that Sccbl is no longer with the team anymore.
So that's we'll be sad to see him go. He played his last
loss.
game on Sunday. Very big loss for this Bulldog team. The Marina High School product will no longer be with us.
I'm sure Avina will get a lot more time now that Sebi is gone. And big loss there for Riverside.
Yeah, very, very big loss.
Cypress player. Cypress is a good program. As Avina's back to the at-bat, Avina's 3-1 count here against Villegas.
3-1 count here. Villegas pitches, and it's grounded over to second base. It takes a weird, awkward hop, and he's going to get on base, Joel Avina. And there's a runner coming over to home, and he gets there easily. Max Mirkovich scores to make it a 2-1 game. There was a really weird hop there, Mason.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best luck Bulldogs can get right there. Just a ground ball to second base and hits the dirt and pops over his head, and Mirkovich scores easily. And now it's 2-1.
Due up now is Marcelo Arcos. Arcos has been trouble getting on base. He's had some good at-bats. He's been robbed multiple times by a couple line drives that are well located, but just the fielders got to it. And maybe a little bit unfortunate to be in a slump. And Arcos doesn't swing at the first breaking ball as it's down in the dirt. 1-0, 2-1 game in the bottom of the second inning here.
And the good thing about that ground ball by Avina, that's a base hit.
And that ball's chopped up over to the left dugout. It's a 1-1 count.
Nice little big hot base hit by Joel Avina and an RBI.
And sometimes you need a little bit of luck to go your way, right, Mason?
Exactly, especially in baseball. Especially with the team who's been struggling and kind of on the schneid.
Yeah, a 2-12 record in their conference. Of course, they have only played conference games, no non-conference games. All of them have been in the Sccbl. We had a game against the Cal Jays that got canceled as it's a 2-1 count, 1-2 count.
I mean, they're 2-12, but could be 2-13 if that game ends Sunday, not in their favor. But that game will continue next time they play the Bucks.
Goes golfing there, and it almost gets past the first base line for a base hit, but it goes foul. 1-2 is still the count. And we'll see what Arcos can do in a good at-bat here. With Joel Avina on first base, Joel Avina will be the catcher going forward with a little less than half the season to go in the Sccbl. Arcos flinches but doesn't swing at it. Goes for a ball, 2-2 count, 2-1 game. Bottom of the second inning. And if anything, a positive you can take is you're eating pitches away from Anthony Villegas, right?
Exactly. He had 10 the first inning. He's got 31 this inning.
Ooh, a nice, just dirty breaking ball there. A changeup, pardon me, given into Arcos. And Arcos was completely fooled. He's expecting the fastball, just reached for it. And should he have swung at that one?
I mean, 2-2, you want to battle, and it wasn't necessarily a bad pitch to swing at. He just was ahead of it, and it was a good off-speed pitch. I don't know if he was necessarily looking for that, but he just swung on and missed. And
now due up is Kyle Coburn. Kyle Coburn plays for the club team in Oregon with a nice over-the-shoulder catch there to end the top of the second inning. A really good fielder. He made one kind of gaff at third when he made a throw to third in that Inland Valley Bucks game, 3. But he's made some really nice plays as well. Flipped a few double plays, and we'll see what he can do here as the first pitch goes for a ball. Coburn doesn't swing at that one. He has a very nice dropping breaking ball. That being Anthony Villegas, as it's 2-0 now. Runner on first in a 2-1 game.
Yeah, Villegas definitely an off-speed pitcher. He doesn't like to go to the fastball a lot. Change-up, sliders, curveballs, that's what he likes the best.
Throws a fastball there, though, Mason. Goes for a strike, 2-1 count. Kyle Coburn joined the team late. His first game was on Saturday against the Inland Valley Bucks, and so far he's impressed. Kyle Coburn swings at that one, fouled out. 2-2 count.
2-1 is the score here. Bottom of the second inning, 2 outs. Let's see what Coburn can do. Avina on first base with an RBI base hit.
Avina takes a bigger lead there as he strikes out looking. Kyle Coburn fooled by the fastball there, and Anthony Villegas is doing a really good job there on the mound for the Bombers.
Yeah, great pitch. Got him, but some good luck there for the Riverside Bulldogs to drive in a run. 2-1 is the score going into the top of the third inning. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
And back here live in the top of the third inning in a 2-1 game here. Riverside Bulldogs in a bit of a battle here. Have had trouble this season, but they have not given up. They competed in most of these games, and it's been a little bit troublesome, Mason, but it's their first year in the Sccbl, and we'll see what they can do here with Jimmy Smith on the mound. Ryan Doherty, first pitch goes for a strike. 0-1 count. Jimmy Smith, a big kid, swings that bat quickly, swings that bat with pace as well. Jimmy Smith in a battle against Ryan Doherty. Doherty swings, and it's fouled up, high up, out of play.
Yeah, Jimmy Smith, we were talking to the Bombers media girl, I guess, because she is a girl, and she was saying that Jimmy Smith's probably one of the top players for the Bombers, and the number 3 hole, he rakes. And, I mean, we saw that great at-bat he had.
And there's a really good, I don't mean to cut you off there, but that was really nice. Just 3 straight strikes in a row, and Jimmy Smith goes down. He talked about how he's a really good hitter, right, Mason?
Yeah, he had a good at-bat his first time he popped up, but, I mean, he had that 11-pitch at-bat, which is always a plus. It's quality at-bat. But right there, Doherty put him away pretty fast. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and he goes down swinging as Jimmy Smith, or Connor Shepard, will come to plate. He had an RBI double and scored a run later in the game as he fouls the first pitch out of play. 0-1, 1 out here at Santiago High School. 2-1 is the score. Bombers leading the Bulldogs.
And Connor Shepard doesn't take that pitch. It's high for a ball. 1-1 count here with 1 out. And Ryan Doherty deals once again, throws a fastball, blows it by him. The fastball's working well for him.
This next pitch will be pitch number 57 for Ryan Doherty. 57 and 2 innings and a third. Not ideal for Chris Joyce and what he wanted, but Doherty's making the best of it, only getting up 2 runs.
And that ball's hit. There's a nice sound of the bat there. It's going real far back to center field, but Kyle Kayberry runs it down. And Kyle Kayberry, one of the better fielders on this team, did a really good job of tracking that one in the sun, Mason.
Yeah, definitely probably the most athletic player on the Riverside Bulldogs. I mean, the triple he hit at Cal Poly Pomona, I mean, that guy flew around the bases. And, I mean, if the Cal Poly Pomona right fielder bobbles it at all, it's probably inside the park home run. But, I mean, he got it in really fast, and that's why he had to stay at third. But Kayberry is just a great athlete, and he's a great person to have in center field.
And due up now is number 31, Cody White, the DH. He takes the first pitch as a strike, 0-1 count with 1 out, 2-1 game. And there's another strike there. 2 strikes go against Cody White. And Cody White just kind of wiggling his fingers, signaling something at the umpire. Took a little time out, and now he's back ready to go. Doherty throws again in the dirt, misses on the fastball. Kind of upset that one got away from him there.
Cody White singled RBI in the first inning.
And it's a 1-2 count here, a 2-2 count. Doherty delivers once again, and Cody White hits that one high over to the right. Going to be still 2-2. And Doherty did a good job that first at-bat, striking out Jimmy Smith, and we'll see what he can do here. And he fans out another batter, strikes out 2 in this inning. 1 flies out. It's a 2-1 game here. Bulldogs in a battle with the Bombers. Don't go anywhere as we start the bottom of the third inning after this. And back here live, Corona, California at San Diego High School. Bradford Evans and Mason Jandro have the call with you today as we head in the bottom of the third inning. Vanguard University product and excellent fielder Sam Neufeld, pardon me, his name left me for a little bit, but Sam Neufeld up there does a good job at second. And now he flies that one up, swings at the first pitch, but that one could go out of bounds. And no, it stays just in play, but
you had no idea what happened there.
It took a really hard bounce. It hit a little bit of dirt and bounced up and over into the bullpen.
It looked like third baseman Joey Magro looked like he had a beat on it, and then it just falls right in front of him. So I'm kind of surprised on what happened there. But, I mean, good luck there for Neufeld as he gets another chance.
Swings at the first pitch, so it's 0-1. 2-1 game here, bottom of the third inning, as Anthony Villegas really – good pitcher as far as his movement is concerned. Misses high there for a 1-1 count. And Neufeld just behind that one a little bit. His fastball, I mean, he threw it one time, so maybe he does have that velocity, but we've touched on it a little bit. He really likes to throw that breaking ball, especially when he's going to try to strike a batter out. He'll throw a changeup or a breaking ball here, and Vegas throws a breaking ball there, but it's in the dirt for a ball, 2-2 count.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he's got very lightning velocity. I mean, he probably throws 83, 84. But with the off-speed pitches, it might seem a little faster because, he looks at a changeup that's kind of slower, and then a fastball just gets on you a lot faster. So that's pretty much how he becomes deceptive. But he's pitched very well as Neufeld fouls that one away. and the count is 2-2 here, no outs. But, I mean, I like what I see with Villegas. He's done a really good job with his off-speed pitch. He's kept the Bulldogs off balance, but let's see if they can kind of get a hold of him
So
here.
far, Doherty had a little bit of struggles in the first inning, but he kind of got his bearings underneath him in the second and third inning as he struck 2 out last time on the mound as Neufeld fouls another one. 2-2 is the count.
Yeah, the Bulldogs did a great job last inning. Vegas had 24 pitches in that inning, which is always good to have that pitch count go up.
And there's a curveball hung a little bit, and is it fair? No, it's not fair. Sam Neufeld will run into the first base all for nothing.
Missed the corner of the bag by probably a yard. Nice try by Neufeld. But 2-2 will stay the count, 0 outs. Duarte, as we were talking, threw 35 pitches in the first inning. He has 62 altogether in 3 innings of work, which is not ideal for a starting pitcher, but he's done well with only 2 runs going against him.
And there's a nice breaking ball. Man, that thing bended at his will. Almost a Barry Zito curveball there. Sam Neufeld walks back to the dugout after a very good pitch by Anthony Villegas for his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Yeah, great pitch there. Just nice little slider that just fell off the table, and Neufeld couldn't really do anything with it. It was a 2-strike swing, missed it, and a great pitch by Villegas.
Due up now is Kyle Kayberry for the 2nd time. His first time up, he flew out to center field. It looked like he almost could have gotten on base for a double, but the center fielder, Jeron Largusa, got to it in time. And there's a ball there. We're a 2-0 count. With 2 outs. 1 out, pardon me, yeah. Largusa, that ball's hit at the third base line. Grounded, but it goes foul. And Kyle Kayberry taking his hacks so far.
Yeah, you gotta love Kayberry and taking hacks, taking hard hacks too. He's getting his swings in here in summer ball.
Largusa, and that ball's popped up high in between the catcher and pitcher, and that ball's caught by the third baseman for the 2nd out of the inning. And Joey Magro flags that one down. So Anthony Villegas not having to battle too much. He had a tough outing with Sam Neufeld, but dealt with Kyle Kayberry easily. And due up now, grounded to first, his first time out, is Aaron Halpert. And that ball's popped up over for a single to first base, and he had to run it out though. Aaron Halpert, as he almost was hit in the head by the right fielder, who had to throw it back to the first baseman, but he gets on safely. Aaron Halpert on, and due up now is one of the better hitters on the team, Pearson Loska.
Yeah, I was never a fan when I played baseball of the whole base hit to right field, and the right fielder tries to throw you out at first base. Like,
Pearson,
I was never really a big fan of that. Just let him get the base hit, and it's just how it rolls.
Just take one, right?
Yeah.
Due up now is Pearson Loska. Like I said, he walked last time. He's hit by a pitch, actually, his first at bat, and he got caught stealing to end the first inning. And now he's due up, and we'll see if his bat has a little bit of magic. And it's a 1-0 count. Runner on first, and there's a pickup move by Villegas. Almost gets him there. Aaron Halpert has to be careful, has to be on his toes, and maybe he'll take a shorter lead there at first.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Halpert goes here. He's got some wheels. So if he does take a bag, I would want to say it's either this pitch or the next one.
And that ball's thrown into the dirt behind the catcher, and there's going to be a runner on to second base. Aaron Halpert gets over to second due to the wild pitch.
Because he doesn't need to steal.
He doesn't need to steal. It went his way.
Second base. So now he's on second base. Pearson Loska's up, and as Bradford said, we talked to Chris Joyce, and what made him such a good hitter, or the best hitter on their team, is he just squares the baseball up with a wood bat. And wood bat's different than aluminum. You don't have as much as a sweet spot with a wood bat, so squaring up balls with a wood bat is, it shows how much of a good hitter you are.
And that ball's popped high over to right field. shallow right field, and it's going to go out of play, actually. So Loska walks back. Actually, he's out. We can't see, once again, we always talk about it when we're at San Diego High School. We cannot see what goes on over in right field from our vantage point, but he flew out there, and that ends the inning.
No errors. 1 man left on. We head to the
And it's a 2-1 game here, and we're going to head to the top of the 4th inning in just a moment. And it's the top of the 4th inning. Bradford Evans and Mason Jandro have the call with you in a 2-1 battle between the Riverside Bulldogs and the SoCal Bombers. The Bombers lead 2-1 thanks to 2 runs scored in the 1st inning. And Ryan Doherty still on the mound, had a good inning last time out, getting 1 person to fly out and 2 to strike out. And we'll see what Doherty can do here with Joel Avina catching. Joel Avina and Jerron Largusa due up. 1-1 count here, 2-1 game. And Doherty misses low on the breaking ball to make it 2-1. So we've talked about it a little bit. You were kind of mentioning it. What's the difference between an aluminum bat and a wooden bat as that ball's hit over to Kyle Coburn? Kyle Coburn dives for it but can't get to it. Good base hit there by Jerron Largusa. But, I mean, is that kind of difficult because when you are in college, you use an aluminum bat, and then you come here and then you have to use the wooden bat, and if you make it to the majors, you have to use a wooden bat. I mean, what are the kind of difficulties?
Yeah, I mean, the only reason we don't use wood bats in high school or college is because it's just too much money with the wood manufacturers, and bats are broken constantly. Where the MLB, they don't have, they have that fortune of the money, and it's not a problem and everything. As
first pitch goes for a strike.
But with aluminum bats and wood bats, the difference is the sweet spot. An aluminum bat, you have from the inside part of the barrel to the end of the barrel, and you can still have some sort of pop as Jaron Largusa steals. And
Nick Avina almost gets it, but Halpert drops it. Jerron Largusa just stole to second base there, and Halpert really couldn't get it to go for him as he tried to tag him out. And Joel Avina, good job showing awareness there as a catcher.
Yeah, good throw, just dropped by Halpert. But the difference is with a wood bat, if you hit something on the hands or at the end of the bat, it's usually a broken bat or a dribbler, where an aluminum bat, you hit it on the hands or the end of the bat, you might get a little jam shot.
There's a little dribbler there over to third base. Sam Neufeld throws the runner out. Really good play there, and had to showcase his arm as the runner advances to third, but Neufeld did what he could. And there's 1 out now. And that's Cody White over on third base. And number 4, the catcher, Eric Mendez, due up here. And with a runner on first, would you imagine a bunt or a runner on third?
No, not in summer ball.
And that ball's chopped over to the third. Sam Neufeld throws it over to first again, almost a mirror image of the same play last time, but a runner scores and makes it a 3-1 game.
Yeah, and great base running there by Jaron Largusa as he no hesitation on that little dribbler ground ball to third base. He took off as soon as the ball was hit and gave Sam Neufeld no play at home plate. He had to go to first. And 3-1 now, Bombers lead the Riverside Bulldogs in the top of the fourth inning.
And now Doherty facing Joey Magro, one of Drew's best friends.
Magro singled last time. The Biola product.
And all the bags are cleared here. Yeah. Doherty throws it down and away in a 1-1 count. Misses that pitch, and kind of unfortunate the runner would score because it was good fielding by Sam Neufeld. Would you say that first out maybe he could have tagged the bag before he threw, or did he have time he just had to get it to first as quick as possible?
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a force out, so he had to go to home, and Avina had to put a tag on him. But by the time Neufeld got the ball and set his feet, Lagusa already pretty much scored because of his jump. He had a great jump. So.
Oh, that ball smacks the top of the lining of the home plate and bounces over. If there was a runner on base, he probably would have run home there, and it hits the backstop and makes it 3-2 count, or 2-2 count. Kind of just missed on the breaking ball there, and you can see that happen often. It's just if you miss low, it can lead to a wild pitch. Doherty throws once again, and that one's thrown in the dirt, and it's a drop, strike 3. Given over to first, and it ends the inning. And it's 3-1, 1 run scored there. And we're going to come back after this. And it's a 3-1 game here. Corona, California, San Diego High School, Bradford Evans, and Mason Jandro have the call with you today. Due up now is Max Merkovich. And Merkovich DHing today. He's usually in right field. As the first pitch goes for a strike. Just paints the top of the corner there. And Villegas once again throws, and a big swing by Merkovich. He goes down 0-2 here. Not the way you want to start out things, right?
Yeah, I mean, Merkovich's first at-bat, he had a walk, stole a base, and scored. But this at-bat's a little different. He's down 0-2. He's got a battle now.
And Merkovich behind on that one, fouls it. So he's still alive here in an 0-2 count in the bottom of the fourth.
Only one hit on the board for the Bulldogs, and it was an RBI single. So another game here where the Bulldogs are struggling with the bats. But we got a great pitching performance by Ryan Doherty. He's only given up 3 runs here in 4 innings.
And it's a 1-2 count here. Didn't mean to cut you off, Mason. And that ball's hit over to third. And Merkovich is going to try to run it out, but it's to no avail. As an easy out to start the bottom of the fourth inning with 1 out in a 3-1 game. Due up now is the only left-handed batter in the lineup, Jesse Villalobos.
Villalobos struck out last time, so we'll see if he can have a better at-bat here with nobody on base in the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-1 is the score, 1 out, and the Bombers lead the Bulldogs.
And that counts for a ball. That almost looked like it hit the end of the edge of the strike zone there by Anthony Villegas, but the umpire doesn't agree with us, Mason, or with me. And he misses high there, going 2-0 in the count. And hitter's delight here for Jesse Villalobos. Villalobos once again swings at that one, grounds it over to the pitcher. Nice catch by Villegas, throws out Jesse Villalobos.
It's a great play by
really good reaction
by Anthony Villegas to react to that hard ground ball right back at him. Jesse hit that really hard, but Villegas snagged it, should I say.
Snagged it
on to first base.
He snagged it.
2 outs in the inning now.
And Joe Lavina's up here in a 3-1 game, and they're going to need his bat here.
The only hit
Joe
of the
Lavina
game.
better hope that he has Niza's steal like Chase Sccbl did, because he'll be catching from here on out. And the first pitch goes for a ball in the dirt. Villegas.
Avina, the only hit on the day, and an RBI.
That one goes for a ball again. 2-0 count. Another miss there. 3-0 is the count. Another advantage for the hitter, Joe Lavina, and don't be surprised if he doesn't swing at anything he doesn't really like here. Joe Lavina's walk there as that one's inside. 4 straight balls. And, I mean, we talked about it earlier. The Bulldogs have had trouble locating their pitches, walked a lot of guys, and so far Villegas having a little bit of trouble, too, walking people.
Yeah, the Cowboy Pomona series. Yeah, a couple walks by Paris. That kind of hurt him. But Duarte's around the strike zone today big time, and Villegas has been around, too. Just a walk there hurts always.
Due up now is Marcelo Arcos as he fouls up the first pitch. And we have a souvenir, and we're keeping this one. Mason just fidgeting with it in his hand. Who needs a fidget spinner when you have a baseball?
Not me. Love holding the baseball in my hand all day.
And Arcos hits that one over to second base. Maybe the double play. No double play there. Marcelo Arcos, pardon me, that was the second out. So it's 3 out, and we're going to head to the top of the 5th inning after this. And it's the top of the 5th inning. Bradford Evans and Mason Jandra have the call for you. The SoCal Bombers lead the Riverside Bulldogs 3-1. And due up for the third time is Chris Palmer's 0 for 2 today. Had an error for his last at-bat, and he grounded out the other at-bat. So Palmer, the leadoff man, is looking to get on. Ryan Doherty still on the mound, giving up only 2 runs over 4 innings pitched. Doherty had a little bit of trouble in the first inning as there's a 0-1 strike, and that's a strike. That was
Great
high,
pitch.
but good pitch. And he's down 0-2 here. Ryan Doherty, when he does get his strikeouts, he gets ahead early in the count. Doherty throws again. That one goes for a ball.
Nice pitch there by Doherty, outside corner fastball, but not close enough where it'd be damaging to him, but far away enough where he could get that guy to chase, but Palmer laid off.
Doherty throws that one down and away for a ball. 2-2 is the count. And we talked about Simi Kalu's slow delivery. Ryan Doherty really works fast.
Yeah, and as a fielder, you love your pitcher when he works fast because you don't get bored out there. You know, he's always something to do when he works this fast.
And there's a breaking ball down in the dirt. And now it's a full count. It was in the advantage of Ryan Doherty as he threw 2 straight strikes, and now he's thrown 3 straight balls. So a little bit of danger here for Ryan Doherty. Doherty throws that one down the pipe, and it's hit really far, high, wide right. And that one hits the warning track, and it's going to be at least a double for Palmer. And we talked about it. Palmer was due for a hit, and he gets a hit. Just a pitch that was kind of left over the plate there, Mason.
Yeah, I mean, 3-2, you got to go after him, and he went after him with a fastball, but it was a little bit up, and Palmer made him pay for it. If that ball is down at the knees, I want to say that's probably a ground ball to second base, but instead it's elevated up and away, and Palmer takes it for a ride and one-hops the fence for a leadoff double.
Due up now is Ryan Knowles, the shortstop, for his 3rd time up today. And there's a runner on second. Chris Palmer getting on for the first time, the second baseman. And Palmer with a really nice hit there in a full count as he went down 0-2, gets on base. 3-1 game here, top of the 5th inning. Doherty throws for a strike. 0-1.
Knowles singled, stole a base, and scored a run his first time up. Popped up to shortstop his second time. 0-1 is the count, no outs.
Knowles swings at that one. It goes beyond the first base line, grounded. And Palmer was halfway to third base there. And he'll have to just stroll back to second base. And it's an 0-2 count. Knowles here looking to get his runner home as 1 runner's in scoring position to lead the top of the 5th inning. No outs. Doherty looks over to second base. Taking his time here. Throws a high ball, and it's fouled off. And probably not the best idea by Ryan Knowles to swing at that one, right, Mason? That one's going to miss for a strike.
Yeah, it was
or
good.
For a ball.
I mean, good pitch by Doherty there to not be anywhere close, but then again, Ryan Knowles 0-2 trying to battle, and we talked about those high pitches. They look so good to a hitter, and Knowles just fouls that one straight back, stays alive though.
So it's 0-2, 3-1 game, 5th inning, and that one's hit over to right field, and it's going to be multiple bases for the man on second. It's going to be a single for Knowles, and now a run scores. Chris Palmer off of his double scores, and Ryan Knowles gets an RBI. 4-1 game now in the top of the 5th inning.
Number 35, Jimmy Smith.
And due up now, Jimmy Smith for the 3rd time today. We'll see what he has to offer as Jimmy Smith struck out last time. Ryan Doherty threw a couple really nice pitches and just fanned him with a couple fastballs. And now there's a runner on first and a run scored this inning. Knowles tries to hop over to second, and that one's hit deep into center field. Kyle Kayberry flags it down, gets it. Runner tags up. He does not go, though. 2 outs now. A 4-1 game here. And 1 out, pardon me.
Connor Shepard.
Connor Shepard now due up, the first baseman. Shepard looking to do a little bit of damage with Knowles on first base. And a run already scored this inning.
Shepard already has a double, an RBI, and a run scored this game. He lined out to Kyle Kayberry as Kyle made that great catch, running catch.
He's had 3 catches today that have been very good.
That last one was very good, too.
Doherty throws that one. It's hit high over to left field. That's going to be multiple bases, and it is. It's fair. That one goes out for a ground rule double, though. So maybe the Bulldogs are a little bit lucky there because the runner would have come home. Knowles would have made it home for sure. That was hitting probably the best area you could have possibly hit. That was a triple for sure.
Yeah, it just hit the dirt, so it took that huge bounce over the fence. But there again, Connor Shepard with another double, his second on the day. And now Cody White, he already has a single and an RBI today. He has an opportunity to drive in 2 with 1 out. And Doherty here getting a little tired. He's got 88 pitches in 4 1/3 innings, which is very tough on a pitcher. 88 pitches, he's way above the minimum. We could say that.
And multiple pitches are thrown, or runners on scoring position, pardon me. But Doherty throws that first one into the dirt to Cody White.
Great block there by Avina
game.
to stop that ball. That ball gets through him, and a run scores easily, especially how big this backstop is here at Santiago High School. 1-0, 1 out.
Doherty throws again. Ball's looped up behind us, out of play. 1-1 count. 1 out, runners on second and third, 4-1 game, top of the 5th inning. And we talked about long innings, how they have not come today, but it always seems like a long inning does happen for this Bulldog team. What can they do here to get out of this quickly with 1 out?
A strikeout here would be great.
And that ball's hit high over to center field to Kyle Caberry. Kyle Caberry flags it down like he's in a punt return, and he throws it on a rope almost to third base, almost gets him out, but run scores there. 2 runs score there, or one run scores there, pardon me, and 2 outs. So it's 5-1 now. Runner on third base. Not
Yes.
the worst thing that could have happened there if you're Ryan Doherty.
Yeah, sac fly there for Cody White, his second RBI in the game. And
So
now
having himself a game there, Cody White showing why he's the DH, and Giron Luragusa is up now. And he's scored in the 4th inning. First pitch goes for a strike in a 5-1 game here. Riverside Bulldogs battling, hoping that this one doesn't get away from him. Doherty just shaking his head at Joe Lavina. Finally agrees to pitch here. Doherty throws it high, misses.
Doherty's been
1-1
missing
count.
high. Recently, just kind of a sign of getting tired. He's got 92 pitches on the board, almost hitting the century mark. So let's see if he can get out of this.
Ryan Doherty throws again from the stretch, throws it, and it's over to left field. That's going to drive in a run. Giron Laragusa might go for 2, and he does go for 2, and goes just beyond the second baseman, Aaron Halpert, into the glove of Pearson Loska. That could have been 3 on an error, but now it's a 6-1, and the game's really opening up. As we've seen before, it just sometimes gets away from this Bulldog team, and they're really going to need to buckle down here and get out of this inning less or with a little bit better results. And there's Giron Largusa on second base, breaking ball in the dirt. Mason, he's just a little bit tired, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, at 95 pitches now, 19 in the inning, he's just struggling, and Chris Joyce has no one warming up in the bullpen because of the amount of play. We don't have a lot of players today, so it's really tough. He's got to use Doherty as long as he can go.
And he's going to ride that pony as much as he can, that being Ryan Doherty, as he throws the first pitch over to, or that pitch over to Brandon Cody for a 1-1 count. Cody has the mane flowing out of his hair, or out of his helmet. Giron Largusa kind of just hopping back and forth, trying to distract Ryan Doherty into looking over at him and maybe throwing a bad pitch down the pipe. Six-1 game here, top of the 5th inning. Doherty throws that one for a strike. Two-two count here. Doherty once again from the stretch throws a breaking ball, and Brandon Cody just battles with him, and he just keeps on going.
Cody 0 for 2. Doherty at 99 pitches, so this one right here will be his 100th pitch of the day here in the 5th inning.
And how many more can he throw for realistically before it's actually not doing him a service?
I mean, 100 pitches is a lot, so I would say at least he's not going to pitch again in this series.
That ball's hit over to Aaron Halpert. Aaron Halpert can't get it, though, and the right fielder gets it. Marcelo Arcos throws it in, but the runner's going to score, and now it's 7-1. We talked about those long innings, and it seems like it's coming here as a nice dust cloud covers our faces. Get to breathe in a little bit of the essence of the game there, Mason, with Geron Largusa sliding in. And we talked about it, the Bombers can put up runs. Sometimes their pitching isn't there, but they always score runs. They always score. Last time it was an 18-14 game between these two teams. Their last game they scored 11 runs. So more fielding and pitching would be the Achilles heel for this Bombers team, not the bats.
Yeah, it just shows that the Bombers hit, and then on top of that they pitch. They're a very dangerous team.
So Ryan Doherty in trouble here. Doherty throws, misses that pitch for a ball, 1-0 count. He's facing Joey Magro here, or Eric Mendez, pardon me. Mendez doing a little bit of catching today. And that one goes for a ball as well. 2-0 count.
Top of the 5th inning, 7-1. Bombers lead the Bulldogs. Doherty on the mound. Mendez at the plate. At first base is Brandon Cody.
And Doherty will need his best stuff here to get out of this inning. Throws it there. It's dropped by Joe Lavina, but it goes for a ball. 3-0 count here.
And then you see Doherty kind of get a little bit upset there. Avina dropped that ball, and I'm pretty sure if Avina catches that.
Chris Joyce is electing to go to the bullpen here as well, Mason.
Looks
so
like
he's
it.
Warming up.
If Avina catches that, that would probably be a strike, but he dropped it, so it was called a ball, and Doherty wasn't too happy about it. But there's a strike, so now it's 3-1, 2 outs. And yeah, as Bradford said, there is someone warming up in the bullpen. But
that's Jaden Burns warming up.
Jaden Burns.
Be his first time out. That ball's fouled off to make it a full count here. Good job by Ryan Doherty to get back into this one, and he really needs to strike him out to end the inning here, as it was 3-1, and now it's ballooned up to 7-1. Bulldogs falling behind, and usually the middle innings go well for this Bulldog team. It's usually the start of the game that troubles them, and so far the middle inning has not been in their favor, as Kyle Coburn will just throw that one back to the pitcher. Kind of dribbled up. There's a timeout. Doherty gets new balls from the umpire. Umpire throws the balls in his satchel, just kind of restarting things. And
another tough inning here for Doherty. Again, 30 pitches in the inning. He had 35 in the first, and then now 30 here in the 5th.
And he has to stay in here because Jaden Burns is not going to be ready this soon. He just started warming up, so he needs to buckle down here as quickly as possible and get this batter out. That ball's hit over to second base. It's going to be a base hit, and there's going to be a runner going to third, Cody Smith, or Brandon Cody going to third base, and now runners on the corner here. Ryan Doherty getting a little bit tired. He's over 100 pitches now, and there's going to be a timeout. Maybe Chris Joyce just stalling a little bit until he can get Jaden Burns in there.
I mean, he might just pull him here and let Jaden Burns get warm out on the mound and get his warm-up pitches on. But get his warm-up pitches in. But it looks like he's going to stay with him. I mean, Doherty just needs one more out to get out of this. They've been doing all this with 2 outs, which is always tough as a pitcher when you're just 1 out away and you can't get that last out. But it looks like Chris Joyce is going to stay with him here for just 1 more out, as Joey Magro will come up. He is singled, but Doherty struck him out last time, so Just one more out here, and the Bulldogs can get out of this.
Number 6,
The score is
Joey
7-1 in the top of the 5th inning. And Doherty does have 107 pitches on the day, 31 just in this inning. So, but they've been just hitting. I mean, it happens as a pitcher to get hit. The Bombers have just been hitting the ball. Doherty's been around the plate. He hasn't been walking guys. He's been making nice pitches, but, you know, the Bombers just, you said they have good hit. They have good sticks, and they've been hitting the ball very well today.
Runners on the corners here. Ryan Doherty needs an out here. And due up now is Chris Palmer. Once again, or pardon me, Joey Magro. Chris Palmer's on deck. And that ball's hit high over to right field for at least a single. It's going to bring a run in. Now it's 8-1. Runners on first and second now, so an RBI for Joey Magro, the Biola University product.
Yeah, 2 hits now for Joey on the day. And Jaden Burns looks like he's coming out of the bullpen. Chris Joyce puts up a finger 1, guessing he says one more batter.
Number 24, Chris Palmer.
And if he can't get out of this if you can't get Chris Palmer out here, that'll probably be the end of the day for Ryan Doherty. Already at 109 and now 110 pitches.
And that pitch is hit over to center field, over to Kyle Kayberry. And now the bases are loaded, so the end inning, we talked about it, long inning is not ending. And Chris Joyce, who said one more batter, is going to take him out here. Jaden Burns will go on the mound. It'll be Jaden Burns' first time featuring for the Riverside Bulldogs, and they're going to need a good outing here in the 5th inning. He's probably got to pitch the rest of the way, Mason.
Yeah, I mean, without a lot of subs there,
Now pitching for the Bulldogs.
Jaden Burns was going to have a See-My-Kaloo kind of outing and kind of
See-My-Kaloo doing a really good job that last time.
Keep these Bulldogs alive as he'll warm up. We'll have a pitcher's change. Jaden Burns will be on the mound right when we get back.
And it's still the top of the 5th inning here. Bradford Evans, Mason Jandro have the call with you today. Jaden Burns will take the bump here. Coming in for his first time today, and Ryan Doherty gave up 8 earned runs on 13 hits. So Doherty had some positives to take from, striking a few batters out and stuff, but struggled a bit in the 5th inning here, and I think he just got tired, Mason.
I mean, yeah, 110 pitches and 4 2/3 innings. I think that first inning was really tough on him. He didn't walk guys. He just foul ball after foul ball. Jimmy Smith, 12 pitch at bat. He had 35 pitches in the whole inning, gave up 2 runs in that inning. I think that first inning just really tired him out, and the rest of the way it was kind of a battle, So we'll see Jaden Burns first time this season. Jaden
Ryan
Burns,
Knowles is up.
See what he can do facing Ryan Knowles here.
Got
in
a
the top
double
of the 5th
last
inning.
time in the same inning.
Single, but
Single in the same inning, pardon me. And Ryan Knowles, the shortstop, Jaden Burns' first pitch goes for a strike. That one goes for a ball, though. It looks like Jaden Burns likes to throw that fastball, Mason.
Well, we'll see it. First time seeing him, so we don't really know what he's got, but he looks like he's got a fast stretch windup. Likes to get to the plate fast, which is always good.
Jaden Burns throws that one, misses high. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ryan Knowles 2 for 3. 2 singles, an RBI, stolen base, and a run scored.
Yeah, he's been everywhere today.
He's had a good day at the plate.
Much to the dismay of the Riverside Bulldogs, he has that RBI and been really active with the bat so far. 3-1 is the count. Runners on all the bases. And Jaden Burns kind of walks into a jam here. And it'll be a testament to his composure if he can get this batter out. And he misses high, walks in a run. So it's 8-1 now.
And that will be Ryan Knowles' second RBI on the day with a walk. There he gets an RBI.
I mean, with the bases loaded here, obviously you have to throw strikes, but anything really goes, Mason. Any means necessary. There are many opportunities for you to get out batters out.
Yeah, I mean, we can go to any base, so it's like, it's not a big thing where just got to try to throw strikes and get people out. As Jimmy Smith sees the first pitch and fouls it away. 0-1. But yeah, as a reliever, you want to come in and throw strikes. Jaden Burns there just struggles and
He's
walks.
thrown 1 strike
time.
so far. Burns has been missing high. It's early, so we really don't know what he has to offer. If it's a tendency, if he misses high. And Burns misses high once again. 2-0, and he walked in a run last time. And he's got to really buckle down here, Jaden Burns, the new guy. Burns once again throws in the dirt, misses low this time, 3-0.
Yeah, Jaden's struggling here. Just got to try to find the strike zone. Got to let his defense do some work. Don't have to do it all by himself here facing Jimmy Smith.
And Burns throws again, misses high. And now it's 3 balls.
I thought that was ball 4 too.
Danger time. I thought that was ball 4 as well. But it looks like there's a strike in the count, and Jimmy Smith has a hitter's delight here. Base is loaded. Really could do some damage. Jaden Burns has to throw a strike here, and he throws it. It's fouled off. Makes it a full count now to Jimmy Smith. Base is loaded here. 8-1 game. Top of the 5th inning. It was 3-1 until the top of the 5th. Things have fallen apart for the Bulldogs team, but they got to stay competitive, and that one's popped up over to Kyle Kayberry, really high, far, and not far enough to go out of the park. And Kyle Kayberry just catching everything out there today. Ends the inning as 5 runs were scored in the top of the 5th inning, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th after this. And it's the bottom of the 5th inning here. Bradford Evans and Mason Jandro have the call with you today. Kyle Coburn up. Coburn, a good shortstop, plays club ball with the University of Oregon. And he comes back down. He's a Huntington Beach product. Comes back down where it's always rainy up there. Comes to sunny Southern California to play his summer ball. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Anthony Villegas still in there, pitching 5 innings. Counts as a strike. 1-1 count. Villegas deals once again, and it's hit high over to right field by Kyle Coburn. Kyle Coburn will fly out here to the right fielder, Brandon Cody. And this is the first of a 3-game series here, but things were looking good for the Riverside Bulldogs coming into today's matchup. I mean, the first couple innings were really good for the Bulldogs. I mean, only down 3-1, and kind of some trouble there in that last inning, Mason.
Yeah, just always tough. Big innings always kill a team, and they had a couple against against the Bucks at Cal Poly Pomona, and then 6 runs there in that inning, that last inning, which is a huge, just kind of downer for the team.
Sam Neufeld due up now, and the first pitch went as a ball. Second one goes as a ball as well.
I mean, big miss there by not having Chase Sccbl anymore. He's probably the hottest hitter on the team, and he's gone now, so it's just a tough loss for the Bulldogs.
Goes as a strike, 2-1 count. Yes, it really is. It hurts this team. Chase Sccbl was arguably the best player on this team. Really good fielder. I mean, we even gave him a nickname, Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is no more. And maybe there will be a reboot, just like there have been 3 reboots of the Spider-Man movies with Joel Avina, showing what he can do here. But it's a 2-2 count here. Sam Neufeld up, and there's a ball that misses really, really badly up high above the catcher, Eric Mendez. Anthony Villegas may be getting a little bit tired too. 3-2 count. Villegas from the windup throws, and it's hit over to third base, to the hot corner. Third baseman throws it over to first, but Neufeld can't beat the run out, and it's thrown over to the first baseman, Connor Shepard, for the out.
What's that bat though by Neufeld? Hit that ball really hard. Good play by Shepard at third base.
Jeron Lagusa is actually at first base now, so there's been a substitution between Jimmy Smith and Lagusa. Jimmy Smith is over in center field now, and
Jeron Lagusa at first. Connor Shepard was at first. He's at third now. Great play there. And I'll be K-Berry.
Kyle K-Berry looking to do some damage here. The leadoff guy, good leadoff hitter, looking to change the fortune of the Riverside Bulldogs. K-Berry looks at that pitch. K-Berry once again swings at that one. It hits over to center field, shallow center field, right to the right fielder. Looked like it could have been a base. He's flown out twice today, and 2 flyouts that really could have almost been hits as Kyle K-Berry jogs back into the dugout to end the 5th inning. There were 5 runs scored in the 5th inning, none by the Bulldogs. And it's an 8-1 game here. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning after this. back here live at San Diego High School in Corona, California. Bradford Evans and Mason Jandro have the duty to call the game today, and it's an 8-1 game. The Riverside Bulldogs are down, and due up now is number 23, Connor Shepard, to start the 6th inning.
Shepard 2 doubles already today, RBI, and a run scored.
Jaden Burns throws it right into the chest protector of Joe Lavina. And that one kind of had to hurt, I'm sure. And, you know, we've talked about it before. The team is thin, this Bulldogs team. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it's good because these guys get practice and they get their reps in. And with a team like the Palm Springs Power, who have been winning everything, you don't get in every game.
No, they have close to 30 guys on the roster. And lineups are always interchanging. They all can play. So, you know, it's good for the Bulldogs because they get to, you know, people that play for the Bulldogs, they play every game, play multiple innings. And, you know, that's what summer ball is all about, getting your reps in.
The Bulldogs 2-12 on the season. And that last game they played, were in danger of falling to 2-13. They were in a bit of a rally there in the bottom of the 8th inning. It ended 7-3. It was suspended. That game will be finished next week as it's a 1-2 count here in the top of the 6th inning. 5th inning was troublesome for the Riverside Bulldogs. And there's always just that one inning with, oh, that ball's hit really far over to center field. That's going to be a base hit, maybe even 2. And he goes for 2. Kyle Kayberry throws it over second, and he actually does not go for 2 there. The Connor Shepard just elects to stay home there. And due up now for the first time is Aaron Mears coming into DH for Cody White.
Aaron Mears.
Great play there by Kyle Kayberry to cut that ball off. Connor Shepard hit that on a rope in the gap, and Kayberry took a great angle to it to cut it off to only have Connor stay at first base and not run that to a double.
Yeah, that's definitely a victory for the Bulldogs there. I mean, you give up the hit, but they came back strong. Kyle Kayberry doing a really good job of covering everything over in center field. He's showcased his arm today. He had to throw over to third base that almost reached and tagged the runner out. And right there, he kept the runner from getting a double. That ball's fouled up over to right foul line, or past the right foul line into the hill. And that's Aaron Mears' first pitch that he takes, and it's 0-1.
9-1 is the score here. Top of the 6th inning. Bombers leading the Bulldogs.
And that ball's hit high over to center field, and that one may be out of the ballpark, and it definitely is out of the ballpark. It's a 2-run shot, and the Bombers bomb one over to the center field, and he's going to touch them all there. His first time up as a DH, Aaron Mears hits a home run. Jaden Burns gives up 3 earned runs now.
Yeah, that was a tank to center field, probably the deepest part of the ballpark.
And it's not the easiest place to hit it out of.
Nope, and Aaron Mears says, no, it's pretty easy to hit it out, let watch. And he goes, he hits a bomb out there, so now it's 11-1 after that 2-run shot.
So 11-1 game has reminiscence of that Arroyo Seco Riverside Bulldog game that Drew Knight and I covered, where it ended 18-4, but the 6th inning did not go in the favor of the Bulldogs, as Semai Kalu unfortunately gave up 6 runs in the 6th inning. But this team just continually battles their thinner roster than most, but one thing they keep on doing is they keep on competing.
Yeah, they don't give up. You know, as a team, they get down, but they don't get up. They don't give up. They try to battle, and you know, let's see if Jaden Burns can find the zone here and come back from that 2-run shot they just gave up.
And there's a big thud of the scoreboard there. It's a 3-0 count, or a thud of the backstop. I looked down at my paper for just a second, and I missed exactly what happened. What happened there, Mason?
Ball, just pass ball, just underneath the glove of Avina.
And Burns throws again, misses high, walks the batter. And
so it's kind of like two different tales here. Ryan Doherty didn't walk anybody. but got hit really hard.
25, Brandon
Where
Cody.
Jaden Burns, he's already walked 3 men while came into the game, and he's going to start finding the strike zone here. Now still 0 outs in the top of the 6th inning. And up to plate now is Brandon Cody.
Brandon Cody looking to do even more damage.
1 for 3 with an RBI.
Jaden Burns misses high. That's been a theme so far in his short tenure with the Bulldogs is missing high. So he's going to definitely need to buckle down here, as it's the top of the 6th inning and 3 runs have scored in 11-1 game. Ball's in the dirt now, 2-0 count. Trouble once again for this Bulldog team. But they've got to stay competitive here as that one goes for a strike. 2-1 count. Brandon Cody.
No outs still here in the top of the 6th inning. 11-1. Bombers lead the Bulldogs.
And that one goes
3-1.
for a ball 3-1.
Jaden Burns
Maybe they need a
missing
double
up.
play here.
Well, double play would be great, but Burns is missing up, and it's hard to get a double play when the ball's up like that. You got to work down in the zone so you can get a ground ball, get someone to roll over. So 3-1 here, and the 3-1 pitch is
That one's
popped.
crushed
Foul.
out of bounds.
3-2 now is the count. Jaden Burns still missing up, though, and he missed up to Aaron Mears, and he made him pay for it with a 2-run shot to dead center field. And now 3-2. See if Burns can get a ground ball here, double play.
Jaden Burns delivers, throws it, it's popped up, high out of bounds. Looks like Marcelo Arcos is going to try to flag that one down over right field, and it's to no avail. Goes out of the park. And no outs here. In an 11-1 game, Bombers lead. And the 4th inning didn't go in the favor of the Riverside Bulldogs, and we'll see if the 6th inning is a little bit more generous.
Another foul ball. Umpires asking for some baseballs after 4 consecutive flat foul balls there by Brandon Cody. Eric Mendez on deck. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI.
So it's a full count here still, and a battle between Brandon and Cody. That ball's hit in the dirt, and another batter walks to first and second. So 2 straight walks here by Jaden Burns.
Now batting number 4, Eric Mendez.
And now batting is number 4 in the lineup, Eric Mendez. Eric Mendez, 1 for 3 today. Looking to add to his stat line.
Mendez fouls the first one back, 0-1. Still no outs here in the top of the 6th inning, 11-1. Bombers lead the Riverside Bulldogs.
And that ball's thrown in the dirt there, 3-1. 1-1, pardon me. 1-1, Jaden Burns still on the hill. This is the first of a 3-game series against the Bombers. That one goes for a strike in there. Jaden Burns throwing it. 1-2. And let's see if Jaden Burns can get a strikeout here. With no outs, 11-1. Misses high there, 2-2 is the count now. And missing high, what can he do to not miss high? It seems like that's what's been happening with him, Mason.
Just seems like when he comes down, his shoulder flies open, which usually tends to let the ball come up. He needs to close that shoulder and stay compacted when he comes through the zone like that.
And
That was
that's
way
a
better
good pitch there by Jaden Burns. It's fouled off, though.
But that's majority of the mistake of why the ball goes up is that left shoulder, as Jaden Burns is a righty, flies open when he comes down on the mound. He needs to keep that shoulder closed. like that.
And that's a very good pitch there. He strikes him out for his first strikeout of the game. Jaden Burns, a nice pitch there given over low right-hand side of the zone.
There was a great example there of a pitch where he closes that left shoulder and really stays in there, down, works downhill on the rubber, and gets Eric Mendez striking out looking.
And due up now is Chris Sandberg.
Number 22,
Chris Sandberg, the sophomore from Mount Sac. Mount Sac usually has a good baseball program, but past couple of years have not been kind to them as they finished in the lower tier of the Orange Empire League behind, you know, teams like Cypress College and Riverside City College. That ball's fouled off his first swing, Chris Sandberg. 0-1, Jaden Burns still on the mound. Burns throws, misses high again. 1-1 count.
.26 pitches in the inning so far
And
for Jaden Burns.
Jaden Burns really doesn't crouch down too much in that stance. Not very reminiscent of Mo Vaughn. You know, Mo Vaughn gets real deep and low into that stance and quite different, but hits it like Mo Vaughn there, high into the gap over in center field. But a nice diving catch there. Beautiful play by the left fielder. Wonderful play, wonderful piece of fielding there by Jesse Villalobos, that he gets the out there. Kind of bails his team.
Yeah, great play there, diving across the gap, the left center gap, catches the ball, and now we'll have another pinch hitter here as number 10, Jacob Felix, will come up to the plate to pinch hit for Chris Palmer.
Jaden Felix takes that first swing, flies it out of bounds. And that was a really good play there by Jesse Villalobos.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Just kind of dived down. I thought that one was going for a base hit.
Helps his pitcher out, too.
And the double play was almost turned as well. But there's 2 outs remaining. That one fouled off and hits the helmet of Joe Lavina.
Top of the 6th, 0-2 is the count. 2 outs, 11-1. Bombers lead Riverside Bulldogs. Coming from 6 runs in the 5th inning.
That one goes for a ball. Jaden Burns. 1-2 is the count here. 2 outs. Burns misses and actually hits the batter with a pitch. So first time out there, Jaden Felix, he's hit by a pitch and takes his base now, and that's the 4th runner walked by Jaden Burns. And we'll see if he can get things under control here, Mason.
Now Ryan Knowles will come up. He's been hot.
Yeah, very dangerous hitter for this Bomber team.
He's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored and a stolen base, so he's been busy tonight. And now he'll get his 5th at-bat. He looks
that
at
ball
ball
misses
1.
inside. So high and inside. Been what Jaden Felix has been all about, or Jaden Burns has been all about today. That one goes for a ball, but that almost looked like a strike there, Mason.
That looked like a good pitch, good location there, good height. Maybe below his knees a little bit. I don't know where. It might have been a little out. We can't really see from our vantage point, but a good pitch there. And if Jaden Burns can stay down there consistently, he'll see a lot better results.
So Jaden Burns has to deal with bases loaded again as that one's flied out over to first and right field. And Marcelo Arcos comes down with the catch to end the inning with 3 runs scored. And we'll be back with the 6th inning, the bottom of the 6th inning after this. And it's the bottom of the 6th inning here. Bradford Evans and Mason Jandro have the call with you today. An 11-1 game here at San Diego High School in Corona. Aaron Halpert due up now. And a new pitcher's in there, Logan Fry, taking over for Anthony Villegas.
Anthony Villegas finishes the game. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. Great outing by the Bomber starter. And now Logan Fry will get his chance as Aaron Halpert will lead off the inning.
Halpert. Breaking ball by Logan Fry, delivered high outside. Misses. 1-0 is the count. Aaron Halpert once again. We'll look at this one, and that one's in the dirt. Logan Fry. First 2 pitches miss. Fry once again throws. Counts as a strike. First strike. Kind of throws the ball at a almost a 3 o'clock angle, it looks like. He almost throws that sidearm.
Yeah, nice little 3/4 action here by Fry. Probably have some movement to his ball.
There we go. There's 2-2 count. Last 2 pitches have been a strike, 2 strikes for Logan Fry.
Looks like Jesse Villalobos warming up in the bullpen for the Bulldogs. Might be coming in for Jaden Burns. But we'll
Villalobos,
see.
of course, making that good. That ball's thrown outside, 3-2. But Villalobos, we talked about him, jack of all trades, did a really good job fielding there out in the outfield. Gets with a diving catch to rob the hitter of a couple RBI. Ball's pitched again, and Halpert swung at that one, but it looked like it was going to miss high.
Yeah, 3-2 probably would have been ball 4, but, you know, he's got a battle up there with 2 strikes, and he fouls that one away, and now he's got a battle again, 3-2 against Logan Fry.
Logan Fry throws again, breaking ball. Hit away by Aaron Halpert. Good job by Aaron Halpert to make sure that these balls are just staying in and keeping, just battling.
Yeah, battling up is Fry. Is Halpert. And now 3-2 again to Halpert.
And Halpert fouls that one off, too. He's fouled off the last 3 pitches. And Jesse Villalobos' little brother, Jacob, is going to be the ball shagger here, going to get all the balls. So that one's out in Timbuktu, but he's going to get it. Halpert from Cypress College. Large Cypress College contingency on this team. 5 players from Cypress College. And you played Cypress, right?
Yep, a couple times. We lost. Orange Empire, they're a good team. Cypress is always good every year. Always got a good ball club. 3-2 again.
And, oh, he strikes out looking, but it looked like it was painting the edge there. Good pitch by Logan Fry. Would you have swung at that one, Mason, if you were at the plate?
I don't know. That was a good pitch. It might have been a little out, as Halpert doesn't look like he's very happy about it, but good pitch there by Logan Fry and gets him looking. Now Loska will be up.
And now due up, they could use his bat today, Pearson Loska. Pearson Loska, a very good hitter, looking to do some damage for this team that really need his help. And Loska fouls that one off behind us, and we're located to the right side of home plate. Logan Fry throws that one, misses high. 1-1 count. Pearson Loska got a pretty big frame, big kid. Can really swing the stick. And that ball's fouled off. 1-2 is the count. Number 24, Pearson Loska, just kicking the dirt out of his batting zone and doing a little bit of housekeeping. Ball misses high. 2-2 is the count.
1 out. Bombers lead 11-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. San Diego High School.
Another foul ball there. That one's going to be almost a strikeout if you didn't get anything on that one. And 2-2 is still the count. A couple of these last batters for the Bulldogs have been battling with Logan Fry, and it's been a good job for the Bulldogs just to keep the faith and keep moving on and keep swinging away, right? And he swings there. Pearson Loska swings and misses, and he'll walk back. And now Max Merkovich due up once again.
Yeah, Logan Fry's gotten 2 strikeouts, but he's had to throw 16 pitches to do it. So, I mean, at least they're battling up there. You know, quality at bats by the Bulldogs. I mean, yeah, they're striking out, but they're making them throw a lot of pitches. They're fouling pitches off, but we need some base runners here as Max Merkovich will come up to the plate now.
Max Merkovich.
He's the only run that has scored. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, stolen base. His 3rd at bat of the night.
Max Merkovich plays at the University of Rhode Island. He swings at that one. It's in the dirt. One count here. 11-1 game. That ball hits the top of the strike zone. Counts as strike. 1-2. And it's definitely not nearly as hot as it has been here the past couple of weeks, Mason. I mean, it was hot, but we were in 105 degrees last time we were out here, and it's a little bit nicer dealing with this. I know it's about 6 o'clock here, but
yeah, it's a little cold spell coming through. I mean, I wouldn't say cold spell, more like
there's no such
90,
thing in California. But
you know, 86. I think the high today was 86. So, yeah, it was a good day today. But it's just going to get back up next week.
That ball's hit over to left field, foul.
Yeah, about to get over 100 next week. So
is it really?
Yeah. So
well, you're the bearer of bad news. I hope you're wrong.
We're back at it next week in the 100-degree triple digits. But so let's enjoy the next couple days in the 80s before it goes back up there. Merkovich here battling 1-2, 2 outs. Ball's in the dirt.
Merkovich, that ball doesn't.
Good block anywhere there by Eric Mendez. 2-2 now is the count. Fry's got 22 pitches already in this first inning. And he might just go 1-2-3, but with 22 pitches.
He misses low there at fastball. Can't get it located.
3-2 now is the count to Merkovich.
So Merkovich could get on base once again. Merkovich, breaking ball, falls into the strike zone, and he strikes out looking second batter to strike out looking this inning.
Strikes out the side in 24 pitches, though. But, I mean, that's some way to do it. Logan Fry
did it in style.
11-1 is the score. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. Bombers lead the Riverside Bulldogs. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome back to Santiago High School here in Corona, California. This is no longer Bradford Evans. It's Drew Knight on the call with Mason Jandro. We have a pitching change here for the Bulldogs. Jesse Villalobos moves from left field to the pitcher's mound and will take over, and he has to face the heart of the Bombers lineup. 3-4-5, Jimmy Smith, Connor Shepard, and Aaron Mears. Jimmy Smith has been a hot hitter for the Bombers this year, but today has 2 strikeouts.
0-4 today, so see if he can get off the schneid here against Jesse Villalobos. And that
The
ball's
first
crushed,
pitch
and that
is-
ball's gone. I'm just going to put my head down and write it down, home run.
First pitch was a high fastball that he drilled over the left field fence. Jimmy Smith with the home run breaks out of his mini slump today, and it is now 12-1. That's right, 12-1. Bombers over the Bulldogs.
And that was an absolute tank, Drew.
That was, you knew.
I knew right off the bat. I put my head down and put home run right by his name because I knew it. I was like, that's gone. You can just, with the one thing with aluminum that's different with aluminum bats and wood bats is you can tell by the sound of a wood bat when it's just crushed. And that sound off the bat there was just absolutely mashed. And that's kind of a welcoming Jesse Villalobos there. First pitch he throws gets sent to left field.
We have a mini delay as a fan threw the ball back onto the field. Trying to help, but kind of actually delayed the game. That'll bring up the first baseman, Connor Shepard. He started the game at first base. They've moved around a little bit, but he's still in the lineup. And he takes high and outside for ball 1.
Shepard 3-for-4, 2 doubles, an RBI, a run scored. So he's had a heck of a game. Him and Ryan Knowles have been the big bright spots in the lineup for the Bombers.
And the second pitch, he fouls out of play down the left field line. And it's a 1-1 count. Villalobos shakes off the first sign and the second sign. Agrees on the third sign and winds and pitches. A called strike at the knees on a fastball. The umpire has been a little inconsistent today.
Yeah, I've kind of been all over the place. But then again, the Bombers have hit the ball very well today. Ryan Doherty gave up 13 hits. Didn't walk anybody, but the Bombers came out to hit tonight.
And there is a wave and a miss, strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So he comes back after the home run and strikes out the 4-hitter, Shepard. And that'll bring up Aaron Mears, who pinch hit for his last at-bat and hit a home run over the center field fence.
Yeah, great piece of hitting last at-bat by Mears. Take it to the deepest part of the ballpark and takes it out of play.
First pitch is topped on the ground to the pitcher. Villalobos steps off the mound and throws to first for the second out of the inning. So he's done a good job so far battling back this inning. After the bomb home run, he gets a strikeout and a easy ground out. That'll bring up the 6-hitter, Jaron Largusa from Biola University.
Largusa, 2 for 3. Stolen base, RBI, and a walk.
He started the game in center field and moved over to first. His first pitch is a called strike at the knees. Umpire likes the low fastball today.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the umpire you want as a pitcher with low fastball. And the 2 pitchers that the Bulldogs have thrown out there today have really missed up as Largusa hits this one in the gap, and that will fall and one-hop the fence, and he will stand up with a 2-out double.
That ball was drilled in the gap, the right center field gap. He went opposite field. No chance for the outfielders to catch it. Their only hope was to get it in quickly, and they did and held him to a double. So 2 at-bats this inning. He's made the batters look foolish, and 2 at-bats this inning, the batter just crushed the ball.
Yeah, and that's what happens when Jesse or any pitcher leaves the ball up. You got to work down in the zone as a pitcher, and when he works down, he's very effective. When he doesn't, things like that happen.
And now Brandon Cody's up, and he takes a ball 1 on the first pitch. First time we've seen Villalobos from the stretch tonight in his first inning of work. you got to credit the Bulldogs. They came in here with only 2 subs, and they've already come in. And there's a ball low, so it's 2-0.
Yeah, not always tough when you see your team has 2 subs, and then you look at the Bombers, and they got like 25 guys in that dugout. And it's just tough to see that and play with that because, you know, if something goes wrong with the Bombers, they can just sub someone in. Bulldogs, different story.
And the third pitch is a ball inside. And that's where you credit the Bulldogs. I mean, they're down by a lot of runs this game, but they keep fighting up there, keep giving it their all. And that ball is drilled to deep center field, right center gap, and it is gone over the fence. It's hard to tell out there with the chain link fence, but it just made it over, and that was another shot by the Bombers. That's Brandon Cody with the 2-run home run, their 3rd home run of the game, and it is now 13-1. Or sorry, 14-1. 14-1, and the route is on, and it looks like we have a pinch hitter in for Eric Mendez. This is number 9, Drew Bjorn. So good first name, an interesting last name.
You're just saying that because your name's Drew.
That is 100% correct. First pitch to Drew is a called strike. Outside corner of the plate. And that ball misses outside, gets past Avina all the way to the backstop. No one on, so no harm done, but 1-1.
Surprising to see Jesse get hit so hard this inning. Last time out, he pitched 6 innings against the Inland Valley Bucks, only gave up 2 runs, pitched really well.
That ball is fouled onto the parking lot there. It's right in the car territory. I don't know if it hit a car or not. Hopefully it did not. And the count is 1-2. It is 14-1 Bombers over the Bulldogs here. And they got started right away with a 2-run first. Haven't let up since. But they really had a big inning. They had a 7-run 5th inning. And the 1-2 pitch is just outside, off-speed pitch for a ball. 2-2.
2 outs. And it seems like 2 outs is Bulldogs have struggled to try to get that last out. Let's see if Villalobos can get it right here.
And he gets a called strike 3 for the 3rd out, but not before the Bombers add 3 more runs on 2 home runs. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs are down 14-1. Welcome back to Santiago High School, where the Riverside Bulldogs trail the SoCal Bombers 14-1. The pitcher now, Jesse Villalobos, is leading off the inning, and it looks like we have a new pitcher for the Bombers, number 34, Nick Swizek, another Biola University product.
We want to thank Santiago High School for having us. Tomorrow's game will be at Corona High School, and also Saturday's game will be at Corona High School, so a different change of scenery for us. The next two games in this 3-game series as Jesse Villalobos looks at strike one.
Called strike on the outside corner. Villalobos, the one lefty bat in today's lineup. Takes the ball outside. Swizek is a pretty tall guy on the mound, has a big presence. His 1-1 is drilled to center field, and it'll fall in for a base hit in front of Jimmy Smith. And that'll be a leadoff single for Jesse Villalobos. And it brings up the catcher, number 10, Joel Avina. Villalobos takes his lead as Avina stands in. Swizek looks over his shoulder and delivers the first pitch, and it's a swing and a miss on a high fastball. 0-1. Swizek checks again and delivers, and that ball is drilled down the left field line, and it stays fair. He hooked it just fair. Villalobos is on his horse. He'll stop at third, and it's a no-out double for Joel Avina. And the first two batters here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Bulldogs have solid contact and 2 hits to show for it.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there by Avina as he drives that one. Really solid contact. One hops the fence in left field, second and third, and now Marcelo Arcos will be up. He's 0 for 2 today, but he's got 2 ducks in the pond out there, Drew, and see if he can get a hit.
Prime RBI opportunity. The infield is back. And he swings at the first pitch and flies it into shallow center. We'll see if they test Smith's arm here. He makes the catch, and they don't test it, and it's a wise decision. He threw it on a fly to the catcher. And so an unproductive out, but an aggressive approach for Arcos, and that brings up Kyle Coburn, the shortstop. And so Swizek gets the first out of the inning, still second and third. And we'll see what Coburn can do here.
Still prime RBI position here with 1 out. A ground ball still driving a run. But let's see if Coburn can just let one fall here and score 2.
And he takes a breaking ball for a called strike for the first pitch. And he starts off in a 0-1 hole.
14-1 is the score here. Bottom of the 7th.
And he swings at the second pitch and chops it foul down the third base line. And he'll have to battle 0-2 here. And a ground ball will get a run in, and a deep enough fly ball will get a run in too in a 1-out situation.
Yeah, the only reason Villalobos did not score on that last fly ball was Marcelo Arcos just didn't hit far enough. Very kind of a shallow fly ball.
And a called strike 3 right on the corner, a breaking ball. Good pitch there. And there are now 2 outs, and Sam Neufeld, the third baseman, will stand in.
That was a great pitch there by
Swizek.
And just got him looking with a slider. Just fell off the table there. Great 1-2 pitch. Another pitch right there. That was beautiful. His slider's really working, Drew.
That was the same pitch for called strike 1 to Neufeld. First pitch of the at-bat. Swizek has really cracked down with the runners in scoring position. But Neufeld is trying to change that here with the second pitch, and he drills it to deep center field. Smith is on his horse out there, and he will track it down in the gap. A nice running catch. Neufeld did all he could to hit that into the gap, and Smith ran it down for the third out. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 7, Bulldogs 1, Bombers 14. Welcome back to Santiago High School. We're here in the top of the 8th inning in a game between the Riverside Bulldogs and the SoCal Bombers. Jesse Villalobos is off the mound, and Joel Avina has come in relief. And he's facing a pinch hitter. Well, he came in as a pinch hitter. He's now in his second at-bat, Chris Sandberg.
Pearson Loska has gone behind the plate, and Jesse Villalobos at first base.
Villalobos has played all over the place, super utility guy. And he takes ball 1, the first pitch.
Yeah, Bradford and I were talking about it. Jesse Villalobos literally can play I think I've seen him play every position, from third base, shortstop, second, first, every position in the outfield, and even behind the plate, and pitches. I mean, the guy does it all, and whenever they need him, he can do it.
And he's been a solid bat in the lineup as well.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-0, and it's a half swing, a check swing, but he bloops it in over the second baseman Halpert's head, so a base hit for Sandberg on a pitch he didn't even really want to swing at. So kind of tough luck there for the Bulldogs, and good luck for the Bombers as it lands in for a base hit.
Yeah, I mean, usually that pitch and that kind of swing usually ends with disgust and your head down, but Chris Sandberg there with a little half swing bloop shot between the 3-4 hole, and he'll get a single.
And ball 1 to Jacob Felix in his second at bat in place of the leadoff hitter Chris Palmer. He takes a high ball for pitch number 1, and he swings, and that one is floated into shallow right. Coming in is Arcos. He'll make the catch easily, and there's 1 out. And that'll bring up Ryan Knowles, the shortstop, who's played the whole game and has done a lot of damage today. Avina has 1 out and a man on first.
Yeah, right now Avina just needs a ground ball. We haven't seen a double play today after we saw 5 against the Bucks go against the Bulldogs.
It's a called strike for pitch number 1. Yeah, we haven't seen one for either team.
Either team, no double plays today. 14-1 is the score. Bombers lead as Avina's next pitch is called for a ball outside. Loska has to get up out of his stance to catch that one. 1-1 is the count, 1 out.
And Avina has caught the whole game, so he's probably a bit relieved to be out of the squat behind home plate. So Loska has to block ball 2 in the dirt, 2-1.
Yeah, definitely a big loss with Sccbl. Great catcher, but you know he got an opportunity to go play some high-level baseball, and he can't pass that up. You know.
Yeah, no one blames him. And pitch number 3 is a ball, or number 4, sorry, is a ball inside for ball 3. And it's a 3-1 count. And this is not a guy you want to fall behind. He has been drilling the ball today. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. It swung on and grounded. A diving stop by Villalobos at first base. It took him right to the bag, so he touches the bag there. The runner advances to second, the runner being Sandberg. But a great play in left. A pretty good inning on the well, he gave up some home runs, but came in, pitched, and then made a great diving play at first, so he's doing it all today.
I mean, yeah, like you said, diving play in left field was fantastic, but that play, you got to have some fast reflexes to make that play right there, and he snagged that down the line before it got past him for a double, and he tags the base for an out, 2 outs. Sandberg goes to second, and now Jimmy Smith will be up as he looked at ball 1 for the first pitch.
His last at-bat, he hit a bomb home run, and
no doubter.
And he made a great catch and centered it in the last inning. And he takes a called strike at the knees, 1-1.
You know, we were talking Jimmy Smith, probably the best hitter on the Bombers team, but struggled 0 for 4. But then that home run made it seem like now there he is. There's the best hitter.
That's the guy they were talking about.
Yeah.
And he takes ball 2 in the dirt. It's 2-1.
2 outs. 14-1 is the score. Bombers lead the Bulldogs.
Here's the 2-1 delivery. He thought about swinging, instead took a called strike on the inside corner. 2-2.
Yeah, great change up there for a strike. And if Avina can have that pitch going, he can be very dangerous.
And Avina pitches ball 3 in the dirt there, and it's a full count to Smith. And Avina would like nothing less than a strikeout right here. The 3-2 delivery is a high fastball that he swung at and tried to bloop down the line, but the left fielder, Jaden Burns, catching that down the line for a nice running catch to strand a runner at second. No runs. 1 hit, a bloop single, no errors, and we head into the bottom of the 8th. Bulldogs down 14-1. Welcome back to Santiago High School, where the Riverside Bulldogs are taking on the SoCal Bombers. Kyle Kayberry leads off the bottom of the 8th inning with the Bulldogs down 14-1. He takes ball 1 high from Nick Swizek, still on the mound. Pitched a scoreless inning last inning after giving up 2 hits to lead off.
Kayberry 0 for 3, trying to get off the schneid here. Get a base hit. We need him on. He's fast.
And he takes a ball inside. Could have hit him if he didn't move. And it's 2-0.
A base hit here by K-Berry, and almost a guaranteed stolen second base with the wheels he's got. But 0 for 3. The Bombers have done a good job to keep him off base.
He's very quick. He's a center fielder. He's got he fouls one down the third base line for a foul ball, so it's 2-1. He's got what some would call a young Juan Pierre speed.
Minus the pants up, though.
Yeah, he goes with the pants down style, the long pants. And he takes the 2-1 pitch for a called strike, a breaking ball.
Two now, 14-1. Bombers lead the Bulldogs.
And he flails at the ball and grounds it to short, and he's running hard down the line, and he just did not beat the throw there. That was Ryan Knowles charging in and making the throw just in time to get K-Berry, and that was a little odd. There was a bird that flew in front of the mound almost in time with the delivery there. It could have been distracting for both the pitcher and the hitter.
Yeah, but, I mean, great play by Shepard there, and throws him off, throws him out at first base. And now Aaron Halpert will be up.
First pitch to Halpert is called a ball high. And Swyzak is a relief pitcher, you can tell, because he pitches all his pitches from the stretch. He does not have a windup. And there's ball 2 inside. So similar at bat so far as K-Berry's was.
Speaking of Connor Shepard, that guy's been everywhere today. First base, third base, now he's at shortstop. Ryan Knowles moves to second base, and now it's like, I mean, the kid, I guess he can just play every infield position.
Halpert takes a strike at the knees. I didn't even notice that they did the shifting, but
Well, yeah, Ryan Knowles and Shepard do look very similar, so.
the 2-1 pitch is chopped to the shortstop Shepard. He charges in and throws out to first. A little easier of a call for the umpire that time, but still a close play, and almost identical at bats for K-Berry and Halpert to start the inning, and that'll bring up Pearson Loska.
Yeah, I mean, I was more impressive with that play there from Shepard because he had to charge that, so he's not reading a hop when you charge the ball. So he got an in-betweener there, and he was able to scoop that in between hop and pick it and throw him out at first base, where the ground ball by K-Berry was more of a long hop, and he got it on the hop, and he threw him out. But good play there by Shepard at shortstop.
First pitch to Loska is a called strike at the knees, and the only reason the first play was closer is because of the
K-Berry's speed, exactly, yeah. I mean, nothing to do with Halpert. He's got speed too, but K-Berry is just another level of speed. Definitely at that center field position.
The 0-1 to Loska is a ball low and outside. 1-1 to him.
And also a wide receiver for the University of Redlands too, so 2 sport athletes. So K-Berry also has that speed, breakaway speed, probably on the football field also.
Loska turns and takes the ball inside. It almost hit him. Swyzak's got a little gas, so.
Yes, Swyzak, probably the hardest throw we've seen today. He's probably upper 80s.
Not something you want to get drilled by. And a ball inside again. That was a off-speed pitch there, so it's 3-1.
2 outs. 14-1. Bulldogs just really haven't had anything going their way today. Had that last inning, second and third, but couldn't score, so.
And Loska takes a ball up for ball 4. And that is the first walk that Swyzak has given up. And that'll bring up, it looks like, Jaden Burns is going to take his first hacks of the game in for Max Merkovich. And this is not only his first hacks of the game, but his first hacks of the summer here for the Bulldogs. And the first pitch he sees is a called strike. Fastball over the middle of the plate.
Not necessarily the guy you want to see as your first at bat. Is Swyzak definitely got some gas. And he's, quality pitcher with his off-speed slider. As a fastball there is called for a ball to Burns.
Just missed. I'm not, I guess, on the inside corner.
Looks like it. Maybe Burns' flinch kind of told the umpire it was a ball. But 1-1 is the count.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, and that's bad luck.
That was a foul ball. He ducked, and it hit his bat. It would have hit him if he didn't move. and for sure would have been a ball had he got the bat out of the way, but his bat stayed up, and it just nicked it for strike 2. Instead of 2-1, he's facing a 1-2 count, and
bad luck there, but I mean, if he stays up, he's probably going to the hospital. So
right.
you know, he should probably, when you see 86 coming at your head, the first thing you want to do is definitely duck. But the bat got in the way for foul ball, and now he goes down swinging there, and that'll end the inning. So a walk leaves a runner on base for the Bulldogs, 14-1, no hits, no runs. Bombers lead the Bulldogs here going into the top of the 9th, last inning, and we'll see Avina one more time, top of the 9th. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to San Diego High School, where the Bulldogs, Riverside Bulldogs, trail the the SoCal Bombers, 14-1. Connor Shepard steps in to lead off the inning against Joel Avina, and he takes a ball inside.
See, there's the inconsistency right there. Drew, that pitch looked pretty good.
It did. It
but umpire said not today.
Could have gone either way there. And timeout is called by the umpire. I'm not sure if it was from the catcher or the batter, but Avina steps back on the mound, ready to work. And he misses high with the off-speed pitch, and it's 1-1. Sorry, 2-0. And he swings at the third pitch and drills it foul down the right field line. Solid line drive there, but was out in front of it, and it's 2-1.
Shepard's had a really good day today. 3 for 5. 2 doubles, RBI, single, and a run scored. And he's had some nice plays out in the infield. He hits this one,
that
second
ball
base.
Smoked one hopper. Nice pick by Halpert. Throws on to Villalobos at first for 1 out.
And that will be Shepard's 6th at bat. Goes 3 for 6 on the day. And always a good day when you get 3 hits in a game.
And now Nick Swyzak is hitting the pitcher in the DH spot, so they sacrifice their DH. This is his first at-bat of the game. And as tall as he looks on the mound, he looks even taller in the batter's box. And he's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he swings at the breaking ball and fouls it back into the backstop. 0-1. Venus sets and delivers inside for a ball. It's 1-1.
14-1. is the score here. Bulldogs down, top of the ninth. Bombers at the plate.
And Swyzek fouls one. Pulled it way foul into the portables here at Santiago High School.
Swyzek is a PO, so we hear, the teammates in the dugout going, oh, it's always fun to watch a PO hit. Maybe just get a hold of one accidentally, and he goes there, and he gets fooled there. And great pitch by Avina as Avina walks off the mound and has a little smile on his face there. But strikeout there. Swyzek just having some fun. And now a pinch hitter here for Jerron Lagusa, and it will be Dallas Reed. He'll get his first at-bat today against Joel Avina.
Yeah, and Swyzek had kind of a half swing, and once he missed it, it was like a smirk of defeat there. And Dallas Reed takes ball one outside in the dirt, 1-0. Avina's ready to pitch again. Oh, and he hits him in the helmet. And Reed is still standing. Threw his helmet off a little bit. He's taking his time walking it off, but it looks like it wasn't too bad as far as getting hit in the head is.
I mean, getting hit in the head is not always the greatest thing to happen to you, but especially coming into the game, you get your first at-bat of the game and you get brought in and greeted with a fastball straight to the helmet. But it looks like he's okay. He's running to first.
Yeah, he's going to stay in it.
Fine.
It did get all helmet. I can see that. So it didn't hit his face at all. And
I've hit a couple guys in the head when I pitched, when I played baseball. And it's not a good feeling as a pitcher. You do feel bad. It's not something that you mean to do. It's just maybe a fastball slips or an off-speed pitch slips and hits him in the head. But you do feel bad because, if you were hitting, you wouldn't want to get hit in the head, So, it's good that he's okay. And now number 25, Brandon Cody, will come to the plate.
Cody fouls off the first pitch down the third base line. Cody is one of only a couple players who has yet to get subbed out here by the Bombers.
Cody hit a home run to right center his last at-bat.
And that one he tops over to third. That's Neufeld. Takes his time, throws it over to first. And the stretch by Villalobos is able to get him for the third out. So after 8.5 innings, the Bulldogs trail 14-1 with their last chance to score some runs here in the bottom of the ninth, coming right up.
Yeah, we are.
Welcome back to Santiago High School for the bottom of the ninth inning between the Riverside Bulldogs and SoCal Bombers in Sccbl action. New pitcher on the mound for the Bombers in the last of the ninth. It is Tanner Gilmore from Hope College as he faces Mr. Do-It-All Jesse Villalobos. And the first pitch is a fastball called strike on the outside corner.
Hope College made it to the College World Series. Had a quick exit, but it's always cool to go to a College World Series in the NAIA.
And second pitch is a ball outside.
1-1 is the count to Jesse Villalobos.
The 1-1 pitch is outside again. So he's staying away from Villalobos.
It's always smart to stay away to anybody. I mean, you don't usually get hurt being away. I mean, unless you can throw hard and can go in and break some bats. Staying away is always smart.
And there's ball 3. That's high and outside. Yeah, and it takes a really good batter to be able to do some damage on outside pitches.
Exactly, yeah. That's why Mike Trout's so good. Because he can hit anything.
Yeah, the best of the best. And there's ball 4 outside. So, an early base runner for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of base runners today with only 3 hits on the day, 4 hits on the day. So it's nice to get a leadoff base runner here, and let's see if they can do something with Avina at the plate now, down 14-1.
Joel Avina started catching, and then he bloops one into the right center field gap. That'll drop in. Villalobos makes it over to second base. So,
and Avina pretty much 3 for 3 today. The bright spot, Chase Ebby goes out, and Avina comes back in, and he's hitting the ball great. Two singles and a double, and the only RBI for the Bulldogs. And just like that, 2 guys on, no outs. And now it'll be Marcelo Arcos.
And Avina also pitched 2 solid innings.
Yeah.
And I don't think he let any balls pass as catcher. He was did a fine job defensively. And that'll bring up Marcelo Arcos. And he takes a ball inside.
Arcos been struggling 0 for 9 in his last 9 at-bats. Here's number 10 here.
Hoping to change his fortune. And he takes a called strike at the knees, and that was a pitch that, had he swung, he wouldn't have been able to do much with. Outside corner. 1-1, 2 men on, nobody out. And he checks his swing there. He's able to check it. And it's a ball in the dirt. 2-1. 14-1, Bulldogs are down, but they're not going down without a fight here, as the first 2 batters are able to reach, and Arcos is ahead in the count, 2-1. And he swings and fouls one back, 2-2. He took a good hack at the high fastball there.
Yeah, while Arcos has been in this slump, he's had really good hacks at the plate. And he's swinging the bat. He's not striking out a lot. He's putting the ball in play. He's just, he just hasn't found the hole, and that happens sometime as a hitter. Hopefully he can get something here. 2-2 pitch.
And there's another ball in the dirt, so it's a full count to Arcos. There's still nobody out. First and second, the last thing the Bulldogs want here is a ground ball double play.
Kyle Coburn is on deck. So 3-2 to Marcelo Arcos.
The wind is picking up here in the ninth inning. He chops one foul down the third base line. Just battling up there at this point.
And get at bat here by Arcos. 3-2 still.
And there's no time like right now to break out of that slump.
Reaching almost 3 hours on this game today.
Game started just after 4 o'clock. And he chops one to the third baseman, who muffs it. It hits off of him and rolls into left field. That is the newcomer.
Drew Bjorn.
Drew Bjorn over there at third. It was an interesting play because it was a chopper, and he kept his glove as if it was above his waist, but the ball went down at his feet, and he kept his glove in the upright position. He didn't get under it, and it just kind of skirted away from him. And now the bases are loaded for Kyle Coburn, and still nobody out. And he takes a ball inside. The catcher had to make a Nice lunge to make the play.
Coburn.
Yeah, pretty much. Drew Bjorn, all he had to do was just flip his glove, and that's probably a ground ball double play, but he kept it upright like you said and gets through his legs as Coburn swings and misses there, and the count now is 1-1.
Coburn took a healthy hack at that one. It was a good pitch to hit probably, but swung through it there, and now it's 1-1. And he just reaches out and scoops it in the left field for a base hit. They're going station to station, but it's now 14-2, and there's still nobody out, and the bases are still loaded, and that'll bring up Sam Neufeld, the third baseman today. And don't count these Bulldogs out without a fight.
Due up Sam Neufeld.
14-2. Ninth inning, nobody out, bases are loaded. Bulldogs got something going here. Neufeld's had a couple of bats where he's hit the ball hard. Let's see if he can keep it going here.
And he takes a first pitch strike on the inside corner. Still nobody out. Gilmore came in, looked good in his warm-ups, but has yet to get an out yet this inning. And another called strike at the knees, a tough call for Neufeld. And so he'll have to battle now, 0-2.
Yeah, the only problem about that is that's tough as a hitter because that ball's below your knees, and as a hitter, you don't want that call to be called a strike. It's like that's impossible to hit already.
And he takes a ball inside, so a good eye by Neufeld.
I mean, we've also talked about the umpire really likes that low pitch. That's what, as a pitcher, you love that. So
it's a pitcher's umpire for sure today.
Exactly.
And that ball's in the dirt. A good play by the catcher to block that one.
Now it's 3-2. And a walk here. Walks in a run and makes it 14-3. But hopefully Neufeld can maybe clear the bases.
Oh, and it looks like he broke his bat. Grounder to third. Bjorn elects to just get the out at first base, where Swyzek is now playing. And so a run comes in, an RBI ground out for Sam Neufeld. And so there's one out, but runners on second and third, and the top of the lineup coming up in Kyle Kayberry. And it's 14-3 now.
14-3. Kayberry's 0 for 4 today, so hopefully he can break something open here, get a base hit, maybe another triple like last game.
And he swings at the first pitch and flies it way up in the air. It
Get out.
trickles into foul territory, but the first baseman, Swyzek, is able to make the play, but he did it rather lazily. And Arcos, with the heads-up play, tags from third base and scores. It's now 14-4, and that is
a sacrifice fly.
It's a sac fly that was not nearly deep enough that it should have been a sac fly. And they are taking the first baseman out. It's Nick Swyzek, who's usually a pitcher, so he's not used to playing there.
He probably caught that ball and was just really happy about it, so he just didn't think anything else to do about it. So
the Bombers are having a laugh about that. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs score a run. It's 14-4. There's a man on third, 2 outs. And Aaron Halpert flies to the right field. It might trickle foul. And it is, and it's caught. It goes out of our eyesight there, but it was caught by the right fielder. So that is the ball game. The Bulldogs fight back in the ninth for 3 runs, end up losing 14-4. The losing pitcher today was Ryan Doherty. And we'll be back out tomorrow at Corona High School. The broadcast, same channel, starts at 4 p.m. once again against the same team, SoCal Bombers. And Bulldogs look to fight back after this tough loss.
Yeah, I mean, 14-4 today. It was pretty close until the 5th inning. The 5th inning, the Bombers went for 6 runs, and that was kind of after that, they never really looked back. They kind of just took that lead and ran with it until the Bulldogs put 3 more on the board here in the bottom of the 9th inning. But, you know, Bulldogs, if you want to take some positives from this game, the pitching, did they get hit? Yeah, they got hit, but they didn't walk a lot of guys. You know, it pitched to contact, and the Bombers just, you know, they're a good hitting team, so they hit the ball very well. And hopefully, you know, this last inning, the Bulldogs can take some momentum in tomorrow's game and finish and play good baseball and win a game. because they haven't won a lot recently, but they've been playing hard, and hopefully they can come out tomorrow in Corona High School and get a W. The final line score tonight: Bombers with 14 runs, 19 hits, and no errors. Bulldogs 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Winning pitcher Anthony Vegas, as Drew said. Losing pitcher Ryan Doherty. As for Drew Knight, Bradford Evans right next to me, I'm Mason Jandro, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, 4 o'clock, Corona High School.